going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Resistance here. I'm out here at the Mattapan police station, actually in the rear entrance at the parking lot. A little disturbed, and some things are concerning. I was out here a few months ago and walked through the parking lot and did some recording, just in, inspecting our vehicles and, seeing where our taxpayer dollar goes. So I came out here today and I noticed a sign. This sign right here. It says no trespassing, Boston Police property. And it's kind of concerning to me. There's also a sign here that says parking lot for police vehicles only, strictly enforced, which is understandable right there. I can understand that one. But the one that says Boston Police property, my problem is that this building is funded by the people. It's funded by taxpayers' dollars. And why are they preventing me from walking through this parking lot to see where my taxpayer dollar goes? I don't understand it. So I want to go in and ask some questions to find out. They got these signs up here, and also we go back to this sign. Does it have a municipal code or a state statute? Just says no trespassing, Boston Police property, Boston Police. So I guess the Boston Police feels though they could just stick up a sign and put it anywhere, and whatever they say goes. So I need to go in here. I need to ask them some questions. Because it's very concerning and disturbing to me. Got an officer pulling out. I guess he's going back on duty. Sweetheart, you might want to move up. You might want to move up a little bit.
Thank you, sir.
While you at it, you got the ambulance right here that's parked on the pavement, and it's a car parked on the pavement right here too. So I appreciate if you well, no, you're the law enforcer, so you should take care of that. Oh, there we go. We have this ambulance here, and I told him he should enforce the law because he was just trying to do something to this young lady who was sticking out a little bit, but he was going to enforce the law on her, and I told her to just move up a little bit so she wouldn't be bothered. But when I explained to him about this ambulance that's parked here, he told me to speak to them. He doesn't want to enforce the law on the EMS, but he wants to enforce the law on a private citizen. And ladies and gentlemen, that's unbalanced. It shouldn't be like that. He should enforce the law equally and evenly. So these are the EMS people right here, Boston EMS. So you got the truck right here that's impeding my travel. Actually, if I walk past this line right here, I'd be trespassing. And if I walk this way, I'd be in the street running the risk of getting hit by a car. So we're gonna go in here, I'm gonna try to ask some questions. Hopefully we'll get some answers. We got EMS standing around here. Boston Police District B3, Dorchester / Mattapan neighborhood station. people say, can you see? Oh my, the flag is half-staff. We need to question that as well. So as we can see, this clearly is a public accessible area. Sexual offenders list right here. Got chairs, pamphlets. It's a lobby area. This is the front desk. So it is a public accessible area. So I'm not sure if, today is Sunday, March 8th. I'm not sure if there's a situation why the flag is half-staff. I could be wrong, but I'm going to find out. I think that's one of the first questions I'm going to address. Yes, sir. I have a question. Actually, I have several questions.
I'll do what I can to answer them for you.
Yes. Would you be able to tell me why your flag is half-staff?
No. I don't know the answer to that. I apologize.
Because actually, that's a flag violation right now. If it's possible, could you get somebody to raise that flag up to the top?
I'm familiar with what a flag violation is.
Well, that flag shouldn't be half-staff if there isn't a reasonable cause for it to be a half-staff. For it to be half-staff.
There very well could be. I'm just not aware of it, sir.
Okay. Well, would you mind inquiring about that so we could get?
What questions can I help you with?
Well,
sir?
wait a minute. I'm still addressing the flag.
Okay.
Would you mind inquiring about that to find out why is it half-staff?
Yeah. Oh, we recently had a death in the department, sir.
You had a definite. Okay. Thank you. I had a question about the signs that you have in the parking lot. It says no trespassing, Boston Police. So my question is first, this is a public building, right?
The front lobby is, yes.
But the building is funded by the people, right? By taxpayers' dollars, right?
I believe that to be accurate, sir.
Okay, so what's the difference with me being in here and being able to go into that parking lot to see where my taxpayers' dollars goes with the vehicles that's out there?
There's just assigned parking for civilians and for police officers, sir. That's all. That's standard procedure at any police department here in the state of Massachusetts.
Okay, standard procedure. I hear what you're saying, but you do not have a municipal code or a state
Can I just pause you for 1 second? Sir, do you have anything I can assist you with?
Huh?
Do you have anything I can assist you with?
Yeah, I lost my wallet.
You lost your wallet?
Yeah.
Okay, so sir, I'm not trying to, shortchange you here, but...
All right, well, maybe you should finish serving me before you go to him because I'm here with questions.
This, sir, before we keep on. Do you have any criminal matters that you would like to address that you would like
I'm in the public lobby area. I don't need any criminal matters to conduct.
So this gentleman would like to file a report. I'm going to help him, okay? And then we can continue on, okay? But I'm going to help him, okay?
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I've been abruptly stopped. So
Nah, I lost everything.
we're going to
Okay. I'm gonna
continue
have
this in a second. But you can see, how the Boston Police operate.
Okay. And I'm going to do a couple things.
You want my social security?
No, we don't need that. I'm gonna just do a couple things on my computer over here, all right?
Is there anybody else that can assist me?
I'm the only one working the front desk today, sir.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so addressing the flag that's half-staff, we were just told we had a recent death in the police department, and that's why the flag is half-staff. So we got one issue taken care of, but I'm still trying to take care of this issue about these signs in the parking lot that says no trespassing, Boston Police. He has told me that this area is a public accessible area. The building is funded by the people. That's where our taxpayer dollars go to support this building, to keep it fully operational and running. I'm trying to find out the difference between this area right here and the area in the parking lot. Now, I've been hit with a few comments, and a couple of people told me that I haven't been educating. Basically, I have been belligerent and just provoking and antagonizing. So, first of all, let me tell you something. I'm no lawman here. I'm out for fighting about our rights and not being stripped of our rights. This is the purpose. So I'm here to get answers, to find out what's going on, to find out why we are not allowed to go in that parking lot and inspect our vehicles to see where our taxpayer dollars go. So, to those who say that I'm not being educational, here's my attempt to learn you something. Officer is still busy serving this gentleman right here. So, pretty sure it's going to be a while.
I'm not ignoring you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I've came here to get questions answered, and there are people that's coming in here to handle matters that concerns the Boston Police. So they're going to use every inch of time to not serve me.
You just gotta pay for it.
I can't wait for my computer boot up.
DMV.mass.gov.
Turn it off, son.
Click a couple buttons, and you gotta give them your credit card, and they'll mail you one in like a couple days.
Thank you for creating the privacy, officer. The onus falls on you. It's your responsibility. Would this guy be able to help me?
No,
Why not?
don't ask questions.
You don't answer questions. You're a police officer and you don't answer questions?
I'm not a police officer.
What are you?
I'm a security guy.
Okay. Have a nice day. You're dismissed. Any chance you guys can move this truck? It's impeding my travel. It's parked on the pavement. This is a city block. You got a supervisor, sir?
No.
You don't? Nobody, none of you guys have a supervisor?
So you want to walk on the handicap ramp?
Excuse me? I want to walk down the pavement. I want to walk down the block. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So he said he think I could get by. He don't feel as though that this truck is impeding my travel.
We'll do a trial run for you.
He's going to do a trial run. So it's all clear. Got a supervisor, sir? Anybody I can speak with that's above you guys? Right now, that truck is in violation. It's on the pavement. It's impeding people's travel.
The blue car or the ambulance?
Just right here. Thank you. I appreciate that. car as well, but I don't know who car that is. I would suspect that it's a police officer or maybe an employee of the EMS. So as I'm back out here at the back of the parking lot here, came back out here just to get a little more footage to see what I could get and to wait for the people that's in the lobby area to finish conducting their business. So this is the security guard gentleman who was in the window not too long ago. He told me he couldn't answer questions. Kind of quite disturbing for a security guard to be in a police station behind the desk. Excuse me, officer. Can I ask you a question, please?
What's up?
This car, are you enforcing traffic at this time?
No, I'm not.
You're not enforcing traffic?
No.
Would you be able to put a call in? This car is impeding my travel. It's parked on the pavement. If I did that, I would be ticketed.
Okay.
Name and badge, please. Name and badge.
Officer Mahoney, 1581.
Thank you, Mahoney. You've been very professional. No, that's what they have it as. That's the one I saw.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here to get some questions answered.
Okay, what's your question?
Okay, yeah, thank you. I'm glad you came. So you have signs out there that says trespass, no trespassing, Boston Police, My question-
What are you talking about? What signs are you talking
out in the
about?
back parking lot.
Okay, yep,
Your parking lot
yep.
that you claim to say by the sign. So this is a public building, right?
It is a public building,
Okay.
but it's a private lot. So let me explain something to you.
No, wait a minute. I'm not finished. I'm not finished
Okay.
answering my question.
Okay.
So this is a public building. This is funded by taxpayers' dollars. This is fully operated by taxpayer dollars, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the difference between this public lobby and me going into the parking lot and inspecting my vehicles that are
Your vehicles?
Yes, my vehicles,
Okay.
the police vehicles that are funded by taxpayer dollars.
Are you done? Okay, you can go into any public building, and I assure that they're always private spaces. If your theory holds true, that means we would have to let you access the bathrooms in every single room in this office. It doesn't work.
Well,
like
your
that.
bathrooms are in a secured area. By this door right here in the tent, it shows that it's a secured area. So the
Are you
parking
gonna let
lot.
me answer your question, or
You just did. You just.
Okay, I'm not done.
Okay.
Okay? The parking lot has police officers' vehicles. They're private vehicles. In the past, police officers' vehicles have been vandalized. You understand that? To the point where their lives have been threatened. So the idea of you being able to walk into this lot and inspecting every single vehicle, it's not feasible. You understand that?
Okay.
It's just
Well,
not feasible.
let me finish. So that's kind of irrelevant because
That's the question you're asking.
I can stand across the
That's the
street.
question you're
I can
asking.
stand across the street
Absolutely
and
you
watch
can.
every officer's vehicle
Okay.
come out.
Well,
and,
but you're not accessing those vehicles.
Okay, so back to the signs. You got signs up. Who put those signs up?
Presumably the city, right? They look like city signs.
Okay, so if there's city signs, why isn't there a municipal code or a state statute
Why don't
backing
you-
that?
Who puts up the signs? Go to City Hall and ask them. All right.
Well,
Hey,
obviously,
trespassing, listen.
City Hall didn't put up the signs because you guys don't have a state statute
Listen.
or a municipal code.
Listen.
There's nothing backing that.
Go online. You can look up the trespassing anywhere. Anytime that there's a sign posted, there's a fence, right? And you're putting on notice. And if you enter into that area,
There's no fence. It's not an enclosed area.
I said sign or fence. Either one of those constitutes notice, and as such, there's notice. That means you can't go into the
So a
area.
no trespassing sign without a municipal code or a state statute
Dude, so
is enough. Is enough. You're
Yes,
telling
it
me
is.
that is
It
enough
is.
to
It
say
is.
that I'm not allowed to go.
It
But
is.
isn't that parking lot funded by taxpayer dollars?
listen, regardless.
No,
of
I'm just asking you a question. Can you
Not
answer that question?
100%.
Not 100%. So what's
No,
the difference
so-
between this lobby, this building, and that
Because
parking lot?
there are always public areas and private areas in every public building.
So you're telling me that parking lot is funded by a private funding source?
I'm just telling you, just because it's a public building doesn't mean that you can access every single part of it. There are certain parts that are restricted to the public. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, well, you don't have you don't have anything
It
that says
doesn't
a
need to be
secure
secured,
area.
so-
You don't have a gate. All you're just saying is
Are
no
you
trespassing
listening? Are
backed
you
by
listening to
Boston.
what I'm
I hear
telling
what
you?
you're saying,
Okay.
but what you're saying,
All right,
you're
so I
pretty much
answered your question.
You're
Do
pretty
you have
much
another question?
Name and badge.
My name is right here.
Is that what you
My
say?
badge
Is
number
that what you tell the
301.
judge? Is that what you tell the
All I
judge?
have to do is provide you, the name is right here, Crispin, okay?
Thank you.
My badge
Thank
number
you.
is right here,
That's all
301.
you had to say.
All right, have a great
That's
day.
all you had to say. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I got half-assed answers. I was just been told that just because the sign is up there, just because there's a notice that says no trespassing, is a reason why I'm not allowed to go back there. We want to take another walk back there. We want to see what's going on. It's the same thing I got from the Boston Police Headquarters. I was told that was a private area, and because police officers' cars have been vandalized and their lives have been threatened, is the reason why we, as taxpayers, are not allowed to go into that parking lot to inspect the vehicles that we fund. This is pretty much, you know, if you ask me, they're committing a crime. All right, so we got another car parked right here. Wow, what is this? Wow. Right in the middle of the street, pretty much. I'm not sure if this is an EMS employee's car or a Boston Police employee's car. Is this vehicle legally parked?
I don't know who that vehicle belongs to.
Well, would you mind enforcing the law and taking care of that? It's clearly
I'm
in
going to an assignment right now. If you have a problem with it, you can go to the front desk and speak to someone there, okay?
the name and badge, please.
I'm Officer Joseph Burke, 2476. Oh, excuse me, I need to go to my radio call.
It's not impeding traffic? It's right here in the middle of the street.
No, the street's out there.
You telling me that this vehicle is not impeding traffic? I appreciate it if you move it because it's not supposed to be here.
Yeah, we're not in the crosswalk either.
Man, please move the car. Thank you. Now she just... Oh, okay. I thought she was going to park on the pavement. I was going to have to tell her to move that shit again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for all the haters, for all the negative comments that's been left on my channel, that's my attempt of educating you guys. You know, I'm not going to get straight up answers. I ask simple questions, but I get hit with the verbal judo. You know what I mean? Like I said, I only got a month in. This is the resistance, man. Eyes on Blue Bloods. EYEZONBLUEBLOODZ@gmail.com. Like I said, I only got a month in, man. I'm not no law, man. I'm just standing up for my rights, for our rights. And I start off grassroots because I do it the simple way because, you know, I'm out here on these streets, man. You know, y'all complain about, oh, it's too windy, you know what I mean? Oh, you don't edit and this and that. I'm out here on the streets. Ain't no editing on the streets. You know what I mean? It's all conditions out here on the streets. Wind, rain, whatever, snow, sleet. That's what I'm gonna provide y'all, along with the content that I give. So, you know, like I said, I'm not a lawman. I just deliver the news, whether good, bad, or indifferent.